Hello there, dear friend. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. In this video, we are going to discuss about Chelsea back four options, and especially we are going to focus on our center backs options. We all know that Chelsea been suffering in the defense this season, and I don't have to repeat that. We all know what's going on, and we keep switching from one pairing to another one. We don't know which pairing is better than the other. So many people will give you different answers when it comes to who is better and who should we keep or sell. And you won't convince everybody because we all have opinions and you have to respect other people's opinions. So we have Tony Rudiger, Kurt Zouma, Andreas Christensen, and Fikayo Tomori as our options. And at the beginning of the season, Tony Rudiger was injured, and we started by Kurt Zouma and Fikayo Tomori. The rest is history. We got destroyed in the first game of the season against Man United 4-0, and nobody wanted to see Kurt Zouma in the blue shirt again. Everybody said it was a mistake not to sell him to Everton or other teams that wanted him before the season started. People started speculating about who is best and who is not. And people wanted to see Tony Rudiger because apparently at the time he was our best center back. And then we tried different combination. Andreas Christensen came to the picture with Tomori, sometimes with Zouma, and it wasn't, like good, but we won few games here and there, and everything was doing okay at the time. And then Tony Rudiger came back from the injury, and he did pretty good at the beginning. We all thought, yeah, now we have a commanding and vocal leader in that defense. But what Tony Rudiger does is shouting to people. That is not being a leader, okay? If you shout to people and you got caught out of position, what is the point? I know he can shout to people. He's a little bit dirty and no-nonsense kind of defender that you need sometimes in the team, but he's not like a leader. He's not a John Terry or a Van Dijk or a Gary Cahill. You know what I'm trying to say? So don't confuse leadership with shouting. He did pretty good here and there, and then he got destroyed in some games. People switched again. They don't want to see him because he's a flop, blah, 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 blah. So we keep on hyping or destroying our players depend on the last game. You know what I mean? When Andreas Christensen put a master class against Man City, he's the best in the world. His IQ is very high. He's very intelligent. I love his positioning. I love his passing ability. He's a ball player, defender, blah, blah, blah. The very next game, if he flopped or if he has an off day, he's a flop. He need to go. He doesn't have any football IQ. Blah, blah, blah. We keep switching. Now, we can't really talk too much about Fikayo Tomori because he's been out most of the time this season. But when he was on, Tomori did very good this season. I have to admit that. But he also got his mistakes. He's from the Championship, very young, and he need to be given a chance. So I'm not really gonna judge Fikayo Tomori that much. I'm gonna give him time to judge him maybe after a couple of seasons. So I don't know, man. This is a very confusing one. What that tells me is that nobody is a leader in that defense. Nobody is better than the other. They all got a lot of mistakes. They all got some qualities. So we have to focus on their qualities, and we need a leader, a all-around kind of defender in that back four line to remind them, to push them for 90 minutes. Remind Andreas Christensen to stay focused and man up, tell him, grab him in the neck, tell him, hey, focus, we still have 20 minutes to go. Can you give me that energy that you had at the beginning of the game? You know what I mean? Just a general, somebody there to encourage the troops and tell them, hey man, we still have 30 minutes to go. Can you give me some more energy? Can you do this for me? You need a commander in chief in every defense in the world. If you go to Real Madrid, you will find Sergio Ramos. Okay, look at Varane. He got the same physique as Andreas Christensen. He looks very weak, physically, but he's doing the job. He's very intelligent. People call him Mr. Clean in France, Monsieur Propre. Okay, so because he always very clean, he tried to tackle very clean. He's very good positioning. He's very good, tackling like cleanly. But in the defense, you don't need a lot of respect sometimes. Sometimes you need a little bit of dirty work. That's where Sergio Ramos comes to play. He's a dirty man, and then you have Rafael Varane doing the clean job. You know what I mean? So Andreas Christensen is not bad. He's very intelligent. His IQ is high. His positioning is good. But he got distracted. He got bullied. You know what I mean? If you put a physical guy to mark him, he give up. That Andreas Christensen. He forgot that he need to push a little bit for 90 minutes. So you need a John Terry. You need a Gary Cahill to tell him, hey, keep going, keep fighting. That's what he need. Kurt Zouma. The best years of Kurt Zouma at Chelsea were when he was playing along John Terry. He didn't make those kind of stupid mistakes and giving penalties here and there, or even scoring on goals. Because why? Because John Terry was reminding him to go back to his position and telling him where to be and what to do. You know what I mean? Tony Rudiger. He's not that bad either. He just need a commander-in-chief just to command him, to tell him what to do. So, I don't know. Make it as you like, but I think they are all good. They are all at the same level. They just need a Van Dijk, a John Terry, a Sergio Ramos to help them put the performance that we know they can. So that's it from me. I'm not gonna judge anybody really here because like I said, they are all the same, man. So who to sell and who to keep, that depend on the management team and Frank Lampard. But I won't really mind to see any of them go. I will keep Zouma. Definitely Zouma stays because of his, area presence. Look at the guy. He's like a tank. He's huge. He's scary, man. He's scary. When Zouma is looking at you like you are not going past me, you're scared. Look at his tackles. You need those tackles, those last-minute tackles that everybody thinks it's going to be a goal, and out of nowhere, Zouma saved the day. Those are the kind of tackles that you're gonna get from Zouma. But for other defender or other center backs that we have at Chelsea, I don't really mind if you wanna sell Christensen, Tomori, and Tony Rudiger. I don't mind as long as we bring somebody better than them, somebody more commanding and with leadership ability. I don't really mind, but don't touch Zouma. And that is just my opinion. Let me know in the comment down below, what would you do What would you do if you were a coach at Chelsea Football Club and you have a dilemma like this? What would you do? And what are other options that you would like to see at Chelsea Football Club? Let's have a clean discussion. God bless you. Think outside the box and see you in the next one.
Fly high in the sky, the kick the blue flag flying high. Stand for Ridge to Germany, we keep the blue flag flying high.